for the Minnesota Timberwolves in game one. Randall, they clear it out, backing down Butler. Now Conley will let a three fly, and that one goes. You'll hear the boos every time Butler touches the basketball as Conley forces a turnover. Edwards on the move. Edwards looking for Gobert. No, he found McDaniels. He had two options.
You know, they pay me for this kind of expert analysis.
You noticed that on the scouting report, didn't you? Randall just bullies his way in. Count that. That's going to be an and one as Buddy Hield. Were poor. Their spacing was poor. Jimmy Butler for three. That line drive is good. And the first basket of the game for the
inefficient in transition, and we see an example of that there.
Butler, mid-range jumper up and over Gobert. Back-to-back possession. And DiVincenzo runs it down. Great effort. Naz Reid again. Naz Reid hits it this time. Well, Naz Reid finds himself open. Missed it. DiVincenzo offensive board. Edwards got a three.
That's DiVincenzo's third offensive rebound already.
3 pointers in the first half in game one. They missed 16 straight, actually. DiVincenzo the deflection. Here comes Alexander Walker. He lays it in. This terrific trio coming off the bench for Chris Finch. Pretty tight 8-man rotation. Edwards, the pull-by of Buddy Hield. You're not going to miss that one.
No, and there's no hope.
Butler hears the boos. Draymond Green for three. Got it.
Coach, I know the margin of error shrinks when Steph's not on the floor. Defensively, how do you offset this hot start that the Timberwolves are having right now?
Well, we're not doing a good job guarding the three-point line. Right away, we made a couple of mistakes, so we got to tighten up game plan discipline and just hang in there. We got to just hang tonight. We know what's coming.
On the offensive side, 15 points. How do you break down their defense a little bit now the second quarter?
Yeah, we've started to. We're much better final couple of minutes after that slow start. So just got to keep moving and keep moving the ball and moving bodies and see if we can do it.
Steve, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Consecutive games of every other day. It was a tough task for Golden State is Alexander Walker.
And they had a heart-to-heart about how he needed to keep his composure throughout this entire second-round series as well.
Yeah, good stuff, Lauren. Thank you. Chased down by Jaden McDaniels, which would have put him one away from a suspension.
Well, Steph Curry and Steve Kerr did a great job of keeping Draymond Green away to get hurt.
Changes things dramatically for the Wolves, just as the Curry injury changes things for the Warriors. And Randall right away
on the step back going to their weekend.
Wolves lead is 19, 5.5 to go in the half, and Jackson Davis does get the lob he was looking for, that time from Jimmy Butler. Moses Moody trying to check Randall, giving up some size. Randall gives it up. DiVincenzo, that's good.
Wow, DiVincenzo needed that one.
DiVincenzo to Julius Randall, the two former Knicks. Randall just backing down. Moody spins and scores. Excellent play by Jackson Davis. And now Jackson Davis going all the way to the other end to lay it in, and the foul. DiVincenzo, a little hesitation. Can't finish it. Randall is right there for the cleanup.
Trying to speed up the game. They forced the turnover the last time down.
Here's Randall for three. Got it. Julius Randall buries the triple. He's got 9 points here in the second quarter. Just knocked down his first three. Kuminga springs free inside. Playing well, but you wouldn't know it by the way this building feels right now. I think the anxiety of the Anthony Edwards injury is a major factor. DiVincenzo. Conley working with Randall again. Now Randall drives it with his right hand. McDaniels. And McDaniels scores with the left. As a top player here with the Wolves in compliment to Edwards. Kuminga showing a little sauce. He's got it. Jonathan Kuminga.
It's the first half of game one, but you got to pick what you're willing to live with.
Here's Mike Conley for three. Got it. That was true. The other end. Podziemski pushes it. Here's Kuminga exploding to the basket for a jam. Edwards picks up Green. Now Hield finds Butler. Wide open for three. Butler hits. Well, breakdown defensively for the Wolves. McDaniels having a great game. Got 3 blocks. Couple of steals, now he spins and hangs and scores off one leg. Jaden McDaniels has increased his scoring significantly here in the playoffs as Butler gets an and one with Rudy Gobert guarding him. Butler picked up his dribble. And now 6 to shoot. Kuminga gets a step on Gobert and dunks it down on Gobert. And the Golden State bench pops off their seats.
This is in 13 minutes.
And a turnover. Podziemski up ahead, finds Buddy Hield in the corner. Cash! And here come the Warriors in game 1. He made 4 threes. Podziemski drives, kicks, Kuminga, three-pointer, good! Warriors not going away here. Again, the Warriors can get it back to single digits. As we approach the 5-minute mark, Podziemski taking on Edwards, and he turns it over. He got stuck. McDaniels lays it in. Late clock here, down to 2. Moody's got to put up a 3, does so, and it's an air ball. McDaniels might have got a piece of that. And McDaniels runs the floor and hammers it down. What a player. McDaniels having a night. Just as the Warriors were tightening the screws in this game. Randall, flurry of moves. Alexander Walker with the flyby, resets, hits a 3.
Defender sealed on his back, great position. That's what he does best.
Up top to Edwards. Randall patient. The eye contact. Set it up beautifully. Lead is back to 18. Oh, wow! Jackson Davis pulls that one down from the rafters. Randall fires. Alexander Walker to DiVincenzo. And DiVincenzo looking for help. Ball's loose. Randall secures it and scores it. Players trying to at least win a game and stall as long as they can to get Curry back as Randall drives and scores. Back to a 20-point lead. That'll take us to the end of the third quarter.
Coach, Chris Spence.
Coach, you told us before the game you want to bring the energy, be better in transition. What do you think here through 3 quarters so far?
Well, we have been better energy for sure, and we've turned it into some buckets in transition. I liked our start. Okay, our start to the second half wasn't as good as the start to the game, but we corrected.
The end of that third quarter, you guys went on a 20-5 run. What worked well? How do you want to continue that in the fourth?
Well, we turned it over a bunch in the early part of the quarter, and we had to get under control, and then we played great defense.
Awesome, Coach. Appreciate it.
Grinding through a tough 7-game series with the Rockets. I think Steve Kerr is fully aware. Gobert hammers one down. Fully aware at some point. And Alexander Walker now drives, hangs, finds Reed. Reed got it in the corner. Great ball movement. Nice setup by Nickeil Alexander Walker. Gobert sitting on those 4 fouls. Edwards behind the back. Gets to his left hand. Edwards puts it in. He needed that. Buddy Hield for 3. Good. Draymond Green, 29 minutes. Butler's played 30 minutes. And Alexander Walker lays it in.
He's driving the ball laterally across the lane, looking to pass. They need Jimmy Butler to look to score and then to pass if he draws 2 guys.
Had that monster Game 7 in Houston, scored 33 points, made 9 threes in that game.
Well, he's now made 18 in the last 3 games.
They'll try to do all they can on their home turf. Put some pressure on the Wolves as Anthony Edwards, strong finish.
With the fouls he's expecting to get. Those are all soft contact.
Julius Randle out ahead of the pack. Steve Kerr calls the timeout and the white flag is up.
Just haven't been able to get it going at all.
Well, the TBS has the National League this year in the playoffs. As Alexander Walker hits a 3. It's a scramble.
Difficult possession there, to say the least.
Key not letting up at all. And neither is Shannon. Shannon on a breakaway, and he scores. The Minnesota Timberwolves come back with an answer and a response in game 2.